Bill is a very strong supporter of CDPUG. He has helped with recording the showcase. Thank you for doing that tonight, Bill. I'm very grateful, and CDPUG is very grateful for that. He has presented the CDPUG more than a few times, and he's a hard worker, engaging and pleasant to work with. He has a sharp down-to-earth business sense, and I admire what Bill has accomplished with Flex Media. I recommend Bill highly for anyone wanting to use video to grow their business. So Bill has a story that he wants to share with us.
Thank you. Okay, so what I wanted to share this evening was I've had the opportunity myself and my team to work with the Old Brooklyn Community Development Corporation on a mini documentary about a story that I kind of knew but didn't really know. So June 2020, the Old Brooklyn Community Development Corporation reached out to me, and they were interested in highlighting this story about the Jesse Owens Olympic oak that's behind Rhodes High School. The oak tree is about ready to pass along, and they wanted to graft the tree in order to get it to continue its legacy and live on, and plant it someplace other than behind Rhodes where everybody throughout Cleveland can enjoy it. So June 2020 is when they reached out to us. Because of COVID, we didn't actually get started till April 2021, and the project kicked off with the tree planting of actually one of the grafts from the tree in Rockefeller Lagoon. So we were able to record the tree being planted, and then, we started production with interviews. We interviewed Dr. Regina Williams from the Western Reserve Historical Society to talk about some of the time period and the struggles that Jesse would have faced. We went to the Holden Arboretum. They actually were the ones that had the technology to graft the tree. So we interviewed Caroline Tate with the Holden Arboretum and found out how they were able to do that. And these are all just some behind the scenes photos. We interviewed Jeff Respi. He was the executive director of the CDC, Eric Gordon with the school district, and Tyrone Owens, who is Jesse Owens' cousin, and talked with them all about their different roles they've played in continuing his legacy. And then we interviewed John Grabowski with the Western Reserve Historical Society to talk a little bit about sports and the Olympics, and the 1936 Olympics, and what Jesse had faced at the Olympics and the difference between then and now. This is our team that put it together. Josh is our director who helped put it together. Kathy's a producer. Val is our director of photography, and then I was a producer on this project as well. I just say that I got to sign the checks and help choose some of the locations. So what I wanted to do from here is kind of show you a preview of the video that's actually going to come after this. There's a slide before this. We actually just won a Silver Telly Award the other day for the project, so I was able to put that in the presentation. We're going to be entering it into the Chagrin Documentary Film Festival, and our goal being to get it into the Smithsonian or the Western Reserve Historical Society. And here's the preview.
Coming soon.
This is a story that every Clevelander should know, every American should know.
There were black people in America saying, Jesse, don't go. Don't do it. Boycott these Olympics.
If we at that time would have said that we would not go to Germany in 1936, then we would not have been able to explode a myth that a man was trying to perpetuate upon the world about Aryan supremacy.
When Jesse got the 4 gold medals, he also got 4 oak trees that he brought back to Cleveland and have been planted here in the city. The only tree left is the tree at Rhodes, and that tree has lived past its useful life.
The original tree is dying, and someone had enough belief in this story to pass the story on for the next generation and generations after that.
Holden first heard about the Jesse Owens tree through one of our contractors who was working on the tree at the time, and I think he was concerned that the tree was really not in the best of health. And so our curator at the time and he worked together to collect material from the tree, and we then worked with one of our local nursery partners to actually propagate the tree.
With the partnership of Old Brooklyn Community Development Corporation and others, they have really taken on with the district grafting the tree and to continue Jesse's legacy.
I want everybody to know the story. I want everyone who comes to Cleveland for the first time or for the 20th time to know that you have to go check out the Jesse Owens Olympic Oaks, because Jesse Owens in 1936 stood up to the worst of humanity's history and inspired us.
And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bill.